God.
Do you remember this iconic scene over here? Remember how it made you feel the weight of defeat, of pain, of loss, of death? Our heroes have failed. Or have they really? The only reason why we feel this way during the scene is because we assume the Avengers are the heroes. Rightfully so, because they have actually been the superheroes ever since the franchise started. But what if they actually weren't the heroes? What if Thanos was actually the hero? Thanos is undeniably one of the best well-written characters out there for a number of reasons, but one very important reason boils down to one word: empathy. Now, a villain who is very well written is not just a villain who we can empathize with, but a villain who actually embodies the story in such a way that if you were to take the story and invert the story so that we are actually viewing the story from the villain's point of view, the villain successfully becomes the hero. And Thanos is such a villain. If we were to take Infinity War, invert Infinity War so that we're viewing the story of Infinity War through Thanos' perspective, he becomes the hero.
You have had the privilege of being saved by the great Titan. You may think this is suffering. No. It is salvation.
Now, a very important fact I need to state is that a well-written villain has got the same goals as the hero, because otherwise there won't be any conflict. If the hero wants one thing and the villain wants another thing, there's no conflict because they can just go their separate ways and get what they want. But if they both want the same thing, then you're laying out the stage for conflict between the hero and the villain. And in the case of Avengers Infinity War, both Thanos and the Avengers want to save the universe. What if Thanos is the hero and Thanos wants to save the universe, and the Avengers are merely the villains standing in his way? The structure of this film actually lends to that theory, because usually the structure of a film would be in the act 1 we meet our hero and we learn what they want, what their goal is. In the second act, there's going to be a lot of conflict between our character and his values, or our character and the villain. There's going to be a lot of conflict standing in the way of our character getting to his or her goal. And then in the third act, basically our character gets what they want. Usually that is the case. In the case of Infinity War, we open up with Thanos, and we learn what Thanos' goal is. Thanos wants to get the Infinity Stones because he wants to save the universe.
This universe is finite, its resources finite. If life is left unchecked, life will cease to exist. It needs correction.
You don't know that!
I'm the only one who knows that. At least I'm the only one with the will to act on it.
Genocide.
But random, dispassionate, fair to rich and poor alike.
In the second act, there's a lot of conflict between our hero, Thanos, and our villains, the Avengers, where the Avengers are standing in the way of Thanos getting to his goal, which is getting the Infinity Stones.
Thanos will have that stone.
It's not gonna happen.
And then in the third act, Thanos overcomes and he wins. Now, the only reason why we felt pain and sadness in that last scene is because we assumed the Avengers were the heroes. But if we assume that Thanos is the hero, then the ending of Infinity War is actually a very happy ending, because this is a story of a man who's very broken up. He's got a past that left him with very hard decisions, and he knows what needs to be done, or rather he feels he knows what needs to be done to fix the world, to save the world, to save the universe actually. And he's gonna do whatever it takes to save the universe. Not unlike the Avengers, who are willing to do whatever it takes to save the universe. But then we also have characters like Doctor Strange, who actually states,
You have to understand, if it comes to saving you, or the kid, or the time stone, I will not hesitate to let either of you die.
he is willing to do whatever it takes, to sacrifice anything to actually get to the goal. Not unlike Thanos. This is a story really of a hero who's got a goal to save the universe, and in the second act there's some conflict with the Avengers standing in his way of getting to his goal, and in the third act he gets his goal, he wins. And the movie actually ends off very beautifully, like any hero movie, where the hero actually is resting, or the hero rides off into the sunset. This time we have our hero sitting down as the sun sets, and he smiles because his work is finished. Usually the Marvel movies will end by stating that the hero of that movie will be back. A very interesting thing is Avengers Infinity War ends off with the 3 words, Thanos will return. Thank you very much guys for watching this video. This is going to be a first of many film theory and analysis videos. Please do subscribe to the channel for more videos, and let me know in the comment section as well what your thoughts are on this theory of Thanos actually being the hero of the film, and what you think is going to happen in the second film, Endgame. Like this video if you like it, and do share it with your friends. And